Hi all! In the second part of tutorial series you will learn how to add animation to your player character. In our case we will add sledgehammer hit to BIM character. In the first part of tutorial series we created our player character and we downloaded 3D asset from Sketchpad, this sledgehammer. After that we modified the player character and added the sledgehammer to her hand. And this is the situation where we left after the first part of this tutorial series. For this tutorial I have provided one file which I have downloaded from Mixamo, one animation. This one, standing melee attack downward. And it has converted to Unreal character. Okay, let's start. First create a new folder under my stuff folder and name it as anims. And for here we are going to import the file you downloaded from the description. Just by drag and dropping the file in the content browser. And reset the default. I want to use default properties. I only want to change my skeleton to a schema key. And then just click import all. After the animation has imported, we can preview it by double clicking. And from here we can pause it. And from the playhead we can visualize the animation. Play. I think we have to remove the leg movement, but let's do that later. Now we have imported the animation. Then we have to create anim montage. So right click your animation and then go to create anim montage. We will need this anim montage to be able to use this animation from the blueprints. We named the anim montage as a am_sledge. By double clicking the anim montage you can preview it. We will come back later here to modify these notifiers. Next we want to add this animation to our player character. So go to my stuff folder and open the blueprint for the player character by double clicking. Then go to event graph and from here we will define new action. So right click and start right left mouse. So we will use left mouse button to trigger our animation. Then drag from the pressed pin and write play anim montage. This is the function which we will need to display our animation montage. And just browse to our am sledge hit montage. That's it. So every time user press left mouse button, this anim montage will be played. Compile and save. Then we can go back to level and try out how is it working. Now I will first rotate my view a bit to get a better view. And now I try with the left mouse. Yes, it's working. Leg movement, I will remove that later. Before that we have to add some notifiers to prevent our animation during the movement. To add notifier, right click, add blueprint class and open all classes and then write anim notify state and click select that one and select. And let's rename this as ans_disable movement. After that, double click to open it, and from here we will add two functions, two override functions. Receive notify begin and receive notify end. We will want to create these two override functions. In this function, we want to our character not able to move. So we first need to find reference to our player character, and it's the owner of this animation. So this way we get reference and we cast it to our player character. Then we connect these together, and now next thing we have to set to our player character that disable movement, and for the target we will get the target from the third person character, so we can connect these together, and now it's ready. Movement is disabled. Now I realized that we made this to end notifier, so let's select all and copy this to the notify begin. So with the alt click I can remove this connection, and I want to paste it here. So this should be at the notify begin event. So let's connect these things together. Yes. So now our begin notifier is ready. So this notifier will prevent the player character to move. Compile, and let's go next to the end notifier, double click it, and from here we do not want to disable movement, we want to put movement back. So delete this, and let's add another function here. Set movement mode back to something normal. Okay, this we don't need this one. Connect this and set movement border to walking. So when this notifier is hit, the player character will be in walking mode. Compile and save. Let's go back to our level. Next we have to add these notifiers to our animation montage. So just double click and open the animation montage and stop the animation, and then from the notify track with the right mouse add notify state and select ANS disable movement to take it into use, and this will be happen from the start till the end of this animation, and you can change just by dragging the handles, and that's it. Then save it and close. Now the notifier is activated in our animation montage, and we can try it out. Yes, the left click is still working. Yes, I cannot move during the hit, during the animation. Everything is now working correctly. Next we can try to remove that leg movement. You have to open the original animation or FBX, then try to find the right position by moving the play header. And when you find the correct place with the right mouse, you can remove the first frames. And same at the end, when you find the correct position, then with the right mouse you can remove the frames till the end. Let's see how it looks now. Oh, now there is not so much leg movement. Save and close. Let's try it once again. Oops, we have to fix our jump. We don't want the animation to be able to play during the jump. To fix that issue, we need to go to the player blueprint, and from here we have to try out if the player is jumping. So let's drag from here and make a branch here, and if our statement is true, then we want to play the animation. And from here, let's take the character movement and drag it to the event graph, and let's try is falling function. So, and from here we need to try not boolean. So if it's not jumping, then we can play the animation. That is our statement. Compile and save. Then we can go back to level and try it out. If I click left mouse, yes, the leg movement is now better. And if I jump, yes, I cannot hit during the jump. Let's try again. Yes, even I click left mouse. Yes, now it's working correctly. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you learned something new. In the last part of this tutorial series, we will implement the hit action and destroy the BIM objects by hitting them with a sledgehammer. So fun stuff is coming in next video. Remember to subscribe to see my next videos. See you, bye!